Oh my god.
Whoever says less is more wins. That's why we built a FanDuel Sportsbook app with more everything. With live in-game betting, get real-time place bets,
Nothing wrong with me. What is this crease in this damn chair?
Ah, that's what that is. What is that?
I gotta get this new fucking chair. I feel like this chair just keeps sinking and sinking and sinking. I don't know, I looked at my chair today, but shit's fucking $90. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It was $60 I got. Oh, I wonder if it's cheaper with Prime. Look up gaming chairs in here again.
Thank you, Coach.
No, it's not cheaper. It's just shipping.
There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as here guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
As they continued with their aggressive interior attack, their primary search began. We unfortunately found 3 victims inside the dwelling.
Chief Rodriguez was heartbroken. Oh my God, he never left his building. And he's leaving. Fire officials say the female had diabetes and her 2 grandchildren. They were found unresponsive inside.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't
overdo it.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back to throw, Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen.
Come on.
Side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From midfield, here's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Stephon Anthony in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. He's got it up to the 15. Showed off some fancy footwork there on the play. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He was looking that time for Stills.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback.
The holidays may have come and gone, but that doesn't mean the spirit of giving.
Oh, I can't.
Figure it out. Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll go ground game.
Come
here
on,
with the tailback. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Couldn't audible.
Way home for a Bills touchdown.
I'm fucking looking at something else. Couldn't audible.
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the
Gotta fucking
season.
pay attention to that shit, man.
Taken the early lead. Hauschka with the
Ha!
extra point. And
Gotta
the
pay
decision
attention
just
to
keep the
details,
extra
man.
point winds up successful. Well, we
Fucking missed it.
right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag.
Counter missed it.
You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Tannehill hands to Drake. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Tannehill on 1st down.
What is it?
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to
Got a fucking entourage of the fucking field.
put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Draw play. Tannehill gets to Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill.
Fuck, I didn't even let him turn around. Fuck.
And a big turnover there as his
Gotta stop
guys
rushing, man.
Trying to get it that time to Stills.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
There, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. On to stop Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing his helmet on 3rd. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just outside his own goal line. Offense now working their way back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was going for the age. I remember looked it over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself that, well, that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action, it's Tannehill. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Tannehill.
Nobody's blocking no matter what I do. Nobody's blocking.
What I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer.
Just not blocking.
Just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It's like, what am I fucking putting y'all there for? You're not gonna fucking block.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Niggas don't block.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll run it on the toss. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's
looks to throw on second down. And he checks this one down to Williams. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick hitter here is complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the first down.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
What the fuck is this?
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot.
What the fuck?
Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
For 60 years,
Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can grab as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And able to rip off a big
My man fucking see the shit curve.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He just could not get back there in time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Let him contain. Everybody
They to get
misses.
something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now they try the right side here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Wow.
In for the score. And the Bills will extend their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But you work your tight end into it, that's a tough.
Niggas will not shift right. They fucking do whatever they want to do.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
They shifted by fucking.
Now it's Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help
Look at
a little bit.
where y'all at?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Detroit! Detroit! God! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
Allen now on first down. Flushed out right.
Wow.
Battle for it here, and this will be caught. He got 29 yards that time. The Bills
I don't
are gonna go
fucking
ahead and
understand
use
it,
their
man.
final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
I don't get it, man. I really don't fucking get it. Y'all niggas just ain't doing nothing right.
Detroit. Detroit. Over.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? After they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Wide open again!
Receiver complete. A big play here.
Why the fuck can't y'all cover this dude?
1 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike
Fuck it, man.
like that,
I'm not
and
calling
have
shit no
explosive
more.
plays,
I'm done.
that's often the difference in winning and losing.
Y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do, because that's what y'all doing anyway.
That'll drive the team towards a victory.
Look at this dude, he's not even playing!
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
He's not even... What the fuck do I gotta do with these dudes? He's not even playing!
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
He didn't even cover him!
And the lead is now 24.
Y'all you fucking kidding me, man. I'm done with Madden.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
Nigga, you got one-on-one coverage and you sitting there. You're not even fucking sticking the dude, man.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up.
Like, stop this bullshit, man.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
This motherfucker's just sitting there. Oh, here come the ball. What the fuck, dog?
Right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Right back to Drake. And this has been a
wrong button
familiar
again.
sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11.
What the fuck am I even playing for,
this
man?
Offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On 1st down, Tannehill.
Look at nobody blocks him.
Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And plays
I
like
can't
that
get a
really
fucking
are
block in
calling.
this game,
They
man.
had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down.
Look at this, man. Why is my wide receiver going as guard?
One to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Tannehill going deep here for Still, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off
Whatever,
by Micah
man.
Hyde.
Here, take it.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25.
This is fucking ridiculous, man. How's fucking...
Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL.
I tried to do a shit. They fucking
It's all about positioning and technique.
Whatever, man.
And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
What the fuck ever, dude. This is bullshit. I do a shift. They put my fucking wide receiver as a guard. That don't make no sense.
It's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They
You
got
gotta
the
be kidding me,
interception,
man.
but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And out come the Dolphins now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
98% of us don't get enough omega-3, which is why Mega-Red Advanced 4-in-1 packs more omega-3 power into one small soft gel. It supports
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
and joints. Mega-Red.
Whether you were born with Tanzons, or traveling for more touchdowns.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
You won't believe the celebrity Beyond Mask next. The Masked Singer. Every Wednesday and anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
500.
25,600 minutes. 500.
25,000. So here.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Tannehill. Brought it over the middle by Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, they go with a slant that time. 15 yards and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Drake. And an alley run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill.
Oh, come on. Why he takes so long to release it?
About the 43-yard line. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
One block, man. They tried everything.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Ben Gideon in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Allen on the move to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Preston Smith in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Tannehill going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll run it here. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run with the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I can't believe this shit, man. I shifted and they fucking put my wide receiver as a guard. I hate that shit, man.
Let me see your shoulders work. I mean, I don't know what y'all came here to do, but if you ain't got a lighter, what the
What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. You a roughneck, I'm a cutthroat. You a tough guy, that's enough jokes. Then the sun died, the night is young though. The diamonds still shine, in the rough. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, where the ones go? It's a show, put you front row. Talking bro, let your tongue show. Money over and above, that is still my favorite love quote. Put the aside, what the for? I sleep with the and she don't snow. What the yo? Where the love go? Trade the ski mask for the it's a bell. Where the suns go? It's the Swiss beat. That'll drums go. If she's iffy, that'll go. If she's sip, double cup toast. I got a duffel full of hundos. That'll love go. Where's the up, bro? What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. Get the though. I don't bluff, bro. I come out the scuffle without a scuffle. Bro, I don't though. Yellow diamonds up close, catch a sunstroke at your front door.
Just put me out of it, make attention.
Knock, knock, who's there's how it won't go. Just the jungle, so have the utmost for the nutsos. And we nutso, what the bro? Where I'm from, bro? We grow up fast, we roll up slow. We throw up, she throw up. Dread like hang time like you don't know. Put the in the bag like a lawnmower. Hair pull back like a cornrow. Extra in the stash like a console. Listening to Bono, you listen to Dono. What the bro? Where the love go? Swizzy, he the chef. I like my lunch gross. Just look up, bro. That'll skirts go. I see the but where the top go? To the unknown. Running where he coming back and through his unborn. If you see what's in my bag, think I'm a lord. It's empty when I give it back. Now where's the up, bro? What the go? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the go. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. What the though? Where the love go?
Thanks so much for everybody